welcome back to my channel. I'm Alejandro Rodriguez. Bitch, I am currently inside Crystal's car. Oh my god, mood. You guys saw that right here, the little sunflower? I honestly thought it was a fucking head. Who's in the car with me? Who's trying to do something to me? Hi, sisters! Follow me on Instagram, then you kind of know where this is going. So maybe like a month ago, I had went out with my friends and we're at a winery. From there, we went over to Old Town Pasadena, and I posted this guy I was talking to. But you couldn't really tell. So when I did that, a lot of people were messaging me and they were like, oh my god, bitch, like who is this, like we need to know, like what's tea, like what's up. So I said the next day, like since I got so many DMs of you guys asking like who this guy is and you guys want to know like the tea, would you guys just want a video instead? I did a poll on Instagram and I asked like, did you guys want a video? Yes or no? A lot of people voted for yes, so I'm here now making this video. So let's start. Okay, so me and my friends decided to go on a winery trip to Malibu.
Exit, right? And so, what percentage was burned down then of the whole ranch?
So we have 1,100 acres here. That, by the way, is how the family made their money right there.
Okay.
In radio military parts.
Oh, they had it.
So in the 40s, they were instrumental in coming up with inter-air technology for combat for those helmets.
Mm-hmm.
So some 80 years later, it's nothing.
Me vlogging.
Okay, so we're gonna get you guys up here. You can either sit next to each other. You could do a couple of standards. You can do a Captain Morgan if you want. Best day ever.
Enjoyed it, had a great time, which by the way I recommend it. And I'm also gonna put the Venmo and information of the guy that gave us the tour. He was so friendly, super dope, and just made the trip like super fun. Even though we had a little bit of time because you know we were late, he still made it very worth it, and it was very fun, it was very comfortable, and I just loved it. So I recommend him, and I'm gonna leave his stuff on the screen so you guys can go ahead and book him. We're at this restaurant, right, and we're all hanging out. We order our drinks, we order our food, we're just talking, you know, just girl shit. Out of the nowhere, like probably like 30 minutes into our conversation or so, this guy walks in, he sits down, and he orders himself food and he orders a drink. Minding his business, we're minding our business. You know when people are staring at you, like you get this feeling on the side, like you get this feeling that you feel like someone's staring at you, like you kind of know something's up. And that's kind of how I felt. I felt like somebody was staring at me, just like the way right now, how I looked away. There's literally a guy looking at me record myself right now. Like he's literally in the fucking pole watching me record this. Like, ew, was he peeing? I think he just pissed. Oh my god, okay. I can feel that he's looking, so I'm like, the fuck, I'm gonna look back. So I look over and then we kind of like gave each other like a stare for a bit, and I looked away. But throughout the dinner, we were looking at each other back and forth. So it was just like, we were just looking, but because he was a güerito, I was kind of afraid that he was gonna pop off because I am from the LGBT community. So straight men or men in general, if you look at them more than once, they already feel like you're trying to get at them, or you want to be with them, or you're trying to shoot your shot, or like you feel some type of way. And it's like, no, sweetie, just because you're straight doesn't mean we're attracted. Like, especially me, I am the pickiest bitch there is. Let's start there. And the man that I want is very like detailed, which none of you bums could ever. He finished, he got up and he was leaving, put on his mask, you know, he threw back his drink, whatever, and he took off. So as he's walking away, I'm already like fucked up. I had like 4 mimosas, the winery stuff, like 4 adios. So I was on my big one, like I was somewhere else. So I was lit and I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell him like, bye friend, you know, just to be funny. Because he was staring, so just so it wouldn't be that awkward. So they were like, oh, like, go for it. You know, my friend Kenya was like, bitch, that's on you, you know? So I was like, okay. So I looked over and I was like, bye, friend. He turned around, he looked at me, and all I did was wave, like, bye, you know, because bitch, you're leaving, so goodbye. This motherfucker really turned around, takes off his mask, and walks over to our table. He walks over to our table, he goes like, well, damn, like, it took you a while to say something. He was like, because you kept staring at me, but you were not talking. Damn! And I was like, oh! Like, did he just go there? Like, bitch, I was shook. I was like, okay. Okay, so I was like, oh, you know, because I don't know, like, you know, it looked like you were looking too, so I was looking back. I didn't want you to feel like I was being a bitch, so I just kind of like, you know, smiled a little bit, like, you know. He started laughing, like, being all cool, whatever, grabbed the chair from where he was sitting and told the lady, like, oh, I'm gonna stay and hang out with the girls here. So he got another drink. So he sat down and he got another drink, whatever. And he introduces himself and he tells us his name. So he tells us his name and we all say our name. It was me and 4 other friends. So we all like, you know, we say our names, whatever. We say hello and where we're from and etc. So he lets us know where he's from, and he had just moved here from, I think, Texas it was. He moved from Texas to Old Town Pasadena. He said he lived like a corner away from the restaurant, and I'm vibing with him. He's cool. We're making conversation. He asked if anybody there was single, like if everybody there was taken at the table, like what was tea. And I was like, well, she just got out of a relationship. She's just chilling. She's just chilling too. And then my other friend, she just left her man like yesterday or this morning, so she's fresh. I'm like, and for myself, I'm talking to somebody, but it's not that serious. So then I asked, like, oh, what about you? Like, are you single? He said, no, I have a girlfriend. I'm going strong. I think he said, I want to say 3 years minimal. I think he said 5, minimal 3. I might be delusional though. I'm not too sure. I don't really remember because it was a while ago. But he did say he had like a while with this girl. And he said that before he met her, he was anti-kids, anti-marriage, whatever. And when he met her, she opened him up to like, you know, different shit, like wanting to have kids, wanting to get married, wanting to settle down. And he said that he loved her so much and that she was a really big part of his life and stuff like that. And that today he had, or that day, he was celebrating because he was 6 months sober. He had not had a drink 6 months. So he was like, you know, he was doing him, he was happy, he was taking drinks, and I guess it must have got to him really fast because he was honestly like talking to us and he was really fucked up. So he now at this point he's like going on about his girlfriend and how she like changed him and stuff. And you know, it's like me and the girls, and the girls are kind of like, okay bitch, like you gotta go because it's kind of getting annoying. So at this point my friends need to go to the restroom, so they're gonna go to the restroom. And as they're going, he asked, he's like, oh, who's your friend, like what's her name? And I was like, well, she told you her name was Kenya. You know, so we all went around the table and said our names. He was just like, oh, okay. But that's when I knew he was already fucked up. So I was like, oh yeah, her name is Kenya. And he's like, oh, like she's really pretty. And I'm like, oh, I know, like I know, like, you know, we always tell her like she's very beautiful, like she's cute. And I was like, okay. Like I thought it was very friendly and nice of him to like compliment her, like I love that. But then I was kind of like, okay, but you have a girlfriend, and right now your body language and the way you're like talking and you're looking at her is not giving very like your tied down vibes. So I was like, it's giving very like, you know, fake and phony.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Whatever. So I like let it be, whatever, and I'm talking to him, and they go to the restroom and he starts to tell me, he's like, damn, he's like, those nails though, like you got it going on, like I love the nails, they look good on you, your outfit. He's like, you look really good, like might I say, like I don't want to disrespect you because, you know, I understand like you're different. And he's like, but you look really good. I was very much like, oh, thank you, like I appreciate it. So then he asked about me and like my personal life, like how was it growing up, like if I've had like, you know, like bullying, if I talked to like certain men. When they came back from the restroom, his girlfriend called and he answered the phone. He answered the phone and he let us know like, oh, this is my girlfriend. So he answered the phone and he's like, oh, hey babe, like how are you? I love you, I miss you. She said whatever she said over the phone, I don't know, because I couldn't hear. And then he was like, oh yeah, like I'm here, I'm at the bar, I met a few girls and I had a few drinks and I invited them to our home, which I forgot to add in. He did invite, before the phone call, he invited us to his house because he said he lived down the street. So he did let her know that he invited us to his house for drinks in case we wanted to go and hang out more and get to know him and stuff like that. But at this point, I was down to go because I seen it in a friendly way. But the girls were like, bitch, like we don't know him, we don't know what's tea, he's drunk, it could go left pretty quick, so no. So the girls didn't let me go. They were like, no bitch. And then he let her know that if she were to be there, she would love me because she loves people like me, and that she's very nice and creative and very understanding and lovable, whatever. So I was kind of like low-key excited to meet her too. I was like, oh, that would be cool, you know, to meet another person that's very like friendly. So that was that. Clicked on her, and then we went back to our conversation, telling them the story about the guy from Old Town Pasadena. So we get in the car and, you know, we drive off. We're like gonna go home, and when we're driving out, I tell the girls, I'm like, you guys, wouldn't it be funny if we drive like by the street somewhere and we find him? And we're like, I know, huh? And giggles, whatever. Like we're just kind of like, okay, whatever. Tell me why the fuck we turned over onto the other street and boom, he's right there on the phone, chilling. So we ended up finding him, right? And we yelled, we're like, oh hey, like what's up? So he comes near the car and he goes, I live down the street right here, like come on, like it's just like down these few blocks, whatever. So we're like, okay, like we're gonna go. As we're gonna go, whatever, he wants to get in the car so we can take him there, and we didn't fit because like I said, it was 5 of us. So we didn't fit in the car, and he was trying to get in, and Bianca's like, no, like, you don't fit. He's like, oh, that's fine, like, I'll just hop up through the window. So he literally hopped onto the passenger window, and we drove like 2 blocks with him like that, and we just couldn't stop laughing, and we were getting nervous, like, okay, if we get caught up, like, it's a wrap, you know? So we told him to get off, and that he would have to walk, and we would meet him there. We'd just kind of like drive side by side. So he was like, yeah, like, it's literally down the street, like, go. And Bianca's stupid ass was like, yeah, go, run, like, I'm gonna catch you up. He literally started running towards his house.
The runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
And we just started laughing because we're like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't think he was for real. They're running thinking we're gonna go towards him, but as he's going and turns to his street, bitch, we flew and we went to the freeway. We said, yeet. We dipped on that ass. We had to go. They were like, no, it's not safe. We're not gonna do it. And I only got his Instagram. I didn't get his phone number or anything like that. Talking about him, how much he loved his girlfriend, but he was trying to bust a move on King, trying to bust a move on me.
Oh my, you were fucking drunk.
I was drunk.
And you were fucking sad because we didn't go to his house.
I don't remember that. I feel like you're
Bitch.
all that blood work you've been doing is causing you to like hallucinate a little bit.
No, bitch.
No.
No, you were drunk. You were drunk.
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I
and you were
wasn't.
like, I wanted to go.
Crystal, you're not about to lie on my name, bitch.
We're like, Omar, we couldn't go. Like, you have to see that. You're like, He was nice. I'm like, we
He
can't
was
go.
very friendly. They didn't let me go nowhere.
We can't go. You're drunk. So
fuck you, bitch. That didn't happen. If anything, I was just depressed. Kenya, she said, bitch, we're not going nowhere. They're gonna kill us.
yeah, they are.
I was like,
That's how Pablo's traffic us. Yeah.
I just wanted to kick it, play a little. Let's play footsies in the living room. That was it for this story. That was all the juice. Maybe it was good, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, bitch.
He was a fucking mess. That's my spring rolls.
You know what? So what is it?
It was
Is it
a fucking mess.
I'm like, is it a mukbang now? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you're always notified when I drop these videos. And I will see you in my next one.